I got a request in the comments asking about the dragon from Revelation and the said multiple sons of Satan. So let's start with Revelation first, and we'll go with the way King James and company would describe them, or would describe it. It's first is the woman that's dressed in scarlet who holds the goblet with the blood of the prophets. She's drunk from again the martyrdom that came with anybody bringing a message, and she rides this beast, and eventually this beast has 7 heads, 10 horns. These heads and horns can be referred to as sons of Satan. Now, horns and heads stand for rulers. That's why that's at the top, the head region. So you have like 7 ruling heads, 7 ruling bodies, 7 ruling countries, 7 ruling continents, 10 horns, 10 dignitaries, 10 figureheads, 10 rulers, 10 sovereign grand inspector generals. You have 10, or 7, and either of these can be considered sons. Now, whether it's physically possible, they say yes. Any amount of demons can have any amount of babies. It was said that Lilith and Samael gave birth to all of the seductives. So every single incubus, succubus, Samael and Lilith was able to have all of them babies. And I think like Asmodeus and some other demons are said to have kids. You also have this too that I want to factor in. These the demons, according to a lot of that lore that surrounds demonology, angelology, they can become more than themselves. So if Satan wanted to have 7, 8, or 9 sons, he could just become 8 or 9 of his own sons. Yeah, they do stuff like that. Like, these entities could become people, places, and things all at the same time, because they understand time and space and different in their usage of string theory and manipulation of quarks is on a more intensive and extensive level of understanding. So let's talk about the dragon too, per se. Now, the dragon is one of 2 things. They talk about the dragon being, actually the devil who made war in heaven. They used the dragon as the mythological symbol. The dragon is also used as a unifying of people, according to the further Eastern concepts. Like going into Asia, the dragon is like a symbol of community, a symbol of harmony, really a symbol of working together, like a form of social synergy. So a lot of that ties into the dragon too. But to be apocalyptic, that's what the unveiling is. So apocalypse means to unveil. So in this unveiling, you have people being unified, and this dragon takes, a third of it. What makes this dragon, what points to the people analogy in this dragon, what makes it so accurate is this dragon, the apocalyptic one out of Revelation, is not a fire-breathing dragon. Yeah, I know these are said to be mythological creatures, but I've never seen a dragon not spit out fire. Have you ever seen a dragon not spit out fire in any cartoon or movie or video game, right? But this dragon does not spit out water. That's what it does. It spits out water instead, and not fire. This is what the dragon used when he was chasing the woman who was clothed with sunlight, with the 12 stars on her head and the moon under her feet, and giving wings like an eagle to fly away into the desert or a mountain for times, a time and half a time. There was a flood of water that came out of the dragon's mouth. Water represents bodies of people, so there's a flood of people coming out of the mouth of the unveiling dragon, the unveiling symbol of community, of people. So this is really the revealing of the dragon. Something else happens too. The woman's pregnant, and who she's going to give birth to is a son that's going to rule all the nations with a rod of iron. So you have the divine feminine, the age that we're in now, but she's on the run, and she got a baby on the way. That's right where we at in metaphysical human history. That's where the event marker is. The dragon is actually posing as a midwife. They say the dragon poses and postures in front of the woman, just waiting for the child to be born. So he trying to be in the delivery room and all of that, because he wants to devour the child the moment it's born. He's more desperate than Pharaoh and Herod. He won't wait. He don't want to wait until the baby is 2. He know what it is already. Soon as it comes out of the birth canal, he's after it. But check it out. The woman ended up giving birth to the baby anyway. The dragon didn't catch it because the earth opened up and swallowed the flood that came out of the dragon's mouth. So the earth, what is that? The genuine people that are firmly and fully rooted, they cause the earth to open up. They open up. The earth is the heart, right? The heart opens up and swallows the flood, the flood of water, the flood of people, the flood of ideas. There's a heart that takes it in and can take all of that in and not be polluted. That's the symbolic earth that opens up its mouth to take in the waters of the dragon. And then the child is born and caught up into the heavens, so to speak. So that's where we are with the dragon, as far as like Revelation's description and an apocalyptic tenor behind it. So I hope that was adequate, but that was just what I've seen through research over the years. I haven't looked up anything new about it since the comment. So I'm just going off of just what I can remember roughly. So Super T Sigma programming. Stay motivated and keep them coming.